Hello world, my name is Cool Trainer Andrew, and tomorrow we have a Nintendo Direct scheduled for September 12th. And in today's video, we're going to go over all of my predictions, what I think is going to happen, what I don't think is going to happen, anything crazy, and all that stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself as we dive into the video. Alrighty, so let's jump into it. So, Nintendo has announced a Nintendo Direct happening on Friday, September 12th at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is my time. And there is a lot of games that could be revealed in the Direct. And one I really want to go over is Metroid Prime 4. Ah, yes, the elusive Metroid Prime. Now, I think Metroid as a franchise is really cool. I'm not really a Metroid player myself, unfortunately. I don't know what it is about Metroidvanias, but I'm just bad at them. Like, I tried playing Hollow Knight, and I just couldn't do it. I love the art style of that game, but I just kept wandering, getting lost, and unfortunately it's just not for me. But anyways, so yeah, for Metroid Prime 4, Nintendo still needs to give this game a release date. I can't believe they are saying that it's going to come out in 2025, and we still don't have a release date for this game. So I'm hoping and I'm predicting that the start of the Nintendo Direct will be showing Metroid Prime 4, and basically just giving us that release date that the fans are so desperate for right now. Okay, once Nintendo finishes hopefully giving us a release date for Metroid Prime 4, let's go ahead and talk about the middle of the Direct and what we can expect to see there. So I personally think that they are going to be talking about Tomodachi Life. That was a game that was shown in a Direct, I believe, earlier this year, and it looks really fun, it looks really crazy, and I've actually never played a Tomodachi Life before, so this would be a game that would be really fun, and I'm sure they want to talk more about because I believe it has a 2026 release date. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that's releasing next year. And then we have Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Now, we did get a small trailer for this back in the last partner showcase, but they didn't really elaborate too much when it comes to the story of this game. It's still very mysterious. We don't really know what it's about, other than just the events when Zelda went back to the past in Tears of the Kingdom. So that is another game to keep an eye on to see in the middle of the Direct. Next up, we are definitely going to have some third-party support, and I can think of none other than Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. This game has had a tagline of releasing in winter for so long now, and it was actually playable at Gamescom, where people were able to play Final Fantasy VII Remake just as a demo, so the game has definitely got to be close to completion at this point. By the way, if you have not played Final Fantasy VII Remake, it is an amazing series. It was my very first game in the Final Fantasy series, and I cannot recommend it enough, especially it being portable on the Switch 2. And from the reports, the game runs really well, so I would definitely recommend picking this one up when you can. Okay, next up in my prediction series for the Nintendo Directs, I have Rhythm Haven. And Rhythm Haven was one of those games that was also announced with Tomodachi Life, and I'm sure there's going to be a Switch 2 version for both of these games. Rhythm Haven looks really fun, having to push buttons to do certain rhythm actions, and I haven't played a Rhythm Haven before either, so this would be my first one once it finally comes to the Switch 2. I'm hoping that they'll talk about that game a little bit more in this Direct. That way we can get like more of a solid release date, because I believe this one is also coming out in 2026, and it just looks like a blast to play, and I'm really excited for it. Okay, and now we have to talk about the wild card of this Direct, and that is a new Pokemon spin-off game. According to, I say this in quotations, leakers, Riddler Koo is one of the leakers in the Pokemon community. They are saying there is a new Pokemon game that's not related to Legend ZA that apparently is going to be shown off in September. And honestly, I have no idea what this game could be, other than maybe they'll announce Pokemon XD and Colosseum for Nintendo Switch Online, which honestly would make me happy, because I love those games. They're awesome, they have a bunch of shadow Pokemon in them, the mechanics are really unique, it's all double battles, and I would just love to play both of those games again on Nintendo Switch Online. So there's a good chance they're going to reveal that. Otherwise, I don't know, like, we might get, like, a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, maybe a new Pokemon Snap. God, I wish we got another Pokemon Snap. Or just give us a Switch 2 version for the Switch game. Oh my god, that game was so beautiful. Yeah, other than that, I mean, really with Pokemon, the sky's the limit. It could be something Champions related. There's just so many things it could be, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for that one. Alright, and then my last middle of the Direct prediction is going to be Splatoon Raiders. Now this was a game originally announced on the Nintendo Today app, and honestly, like, they just shadow dropped it. We got a little bit of a trailer, but still no gameplay for this game. It looks really fun, but I definitely want to see more when it comes to Splatoon Raiders, because I believe this one is releasing in 2026 as well, and it looks like one of those action-adventure games by the trailer, so to be able to go in this big open world as a Splatoon Inkling would just be really cool, and I'm very excited to see more about this game. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the end of the Direct and Nintendo's one more thing, if you will. So we know Mario's 40th anniversary is happening on Saturday, so they definitely want to do something Mario related, and I could see a plethora of Mario things happening for this Direct. The biggest would be more news about the Super Mario movie, the sequel, that I believe is coming out in May of 2026. I have a feeling we're going to have more characters announced for the movie. I could see Miyamoto and Chris Meledandri, I believe his name is, come out together and talk about the movie and some of the new characters and how it's progressing, and we might even get a story title as well. So I would love to see a trailer for the new Mario movie. I think that'd be really fun. And we might get, I would say, a Super Mario Wonder Switch 2 edition. I can't believe it's still not on Switch 2 right now, and that we don't have a Switch 2 version for Super Mario Wonder. I think that's crazy. But that is definitely something I could see Nintendo doing, because Super Mario Wonder was such an amazing game, and it was really popular, and I think it would go along really good with the fans. Alrighty, and for Nintendo's very last announcement, this is where things start to go crazy off the rails, but I think it would be so cool if we got a new 3D Mario game. Mario Odyssey came out 8 years ago, so we are way overdue for a new 3D Mario. Now I know the Odyssey team just made Donkey Kong Bonanza, and that game is incredible as well, and I think it's amazing. But I don't know with the timing if a new 3D Mario is even in the works right now. Unless they have two separate teams, I know that there can be separate projects going on within studios, but that's the one thing that makes me nervous about getting a new 3D Mario, is that the Odyssey team already has made a game recently, so I really hope that I'm wrong and we do get a new 3D Mario announced tomorrow. That would be really cool. I think it would get the hype up for Nintendo again, and it would definitely have more people buy Switch 2 consoles. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that happens, and hopefully we'll get something new tomorrow for Mario. That's it for today's video. I really appreciate you all watching until the end. If you don't mind subscribing to the channel, it really helps me out, and don't forget to leave a like on this video, as I will be producing Nintendo content and Pokemon going forward. And thank you so much for watching the video, and have a good rest of your day. Stay safe and stay happy.